So we're running low on battery. I don't know if we're going to capture this, but when we come into the dock, there's a way that we dock, which makes it simple, low stress. What we're going to do is, we're in slip number 10. You have the dock that's coming out this way, and then you have all the finger piers, and then you have all the slips. And what we want to do is, when we get about 3 or 4 slips down from our slip, we want to make a 45-degree turn and point right at the edge, at the end of the finger pier. So where we see the number 10, we're gonna point 45 degrees to it, and then we'll just keep going at a moderate pace, gauging our speed. We don't want to be going too fast, but we don't want to be going too slow either. So we'll go at 45 degrees, and then once we get really close to the slip and we can start to see into the slip and down toward the end, we make another 45 degree so that we're now pointing straight into the slip. A couple other things to remember. So we're in slip 10, and it's a dual slip, so there's going to be a boat next to us. We want to dock on our port side, so the port side of our boat is going to be on the finger pier, and on the starboard side of the boat is going to be another boat. And I have a fender out, so that helps protect us from the other boat. And we don't need fenders on the port side because they're on the dock, or they're on the pier, so we don't have to worry about that. But what I should do is I should get a boat hook so that I can hook the line. There's a dock line. There are already dock lines on the dock. The line that is already there. I'm going to use a boat hook for that, possibly. I may not need one, but it's good to have it on hand. So here we're coming in at a comfortable speed. The wind is coming off of our port beam, so it will actually help point us into the slip. It's important to be aware of where the wind is coming when you're docking, to know whether or not you're going to be blown into the slip or you're fighting the wind to get into the slip. And we have a fair amount of wind that's going to push us into the slip, so that means I don't have to come in with as much speed. So what I'm doing is I'm looking down the dock at all these little finger piers coming out, and I'm looking for 10, and I think I see it, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. Yeah, I see 12 and 10. So we're about 8 slips out, and when I get about maybe 3 or 4 slips out, I'll do that 45 degree to point right at 10. So I can see 10 right there. So I still got a little ways to go. And I feel the wind coming on my port beam pretty strongly here. But now I'm almost there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to point 45 degrees right at the edge of the finger pier. And I'm just going to idle. I'm in idle forward right now. And I'm pointed right at the pier. I could point a little bit away from it since the wind is blowing me into the slip. And now I'm beginning to see down the slip, so I could begin my turn, going back into neutral. And here we're doing our next 45 to point into the pier. And I'm in neutral right now. I've got this line. This is my spring line. I put it on. You can't see because the camera's over there, but I got a spring line. I was able to attach that, and I've got this aft line. And I'll bring this to my stern cleat. The spring line's going to hold me from going too far into the slip. So this spring line has already been pre-measured. It stays at the dock. It's holding me. So what I could do, just to keep myself pinned to the pier, is I could go into forward, and that should just sort of keep me in place. Well, I don't really need the motor right now. I'll go into neutral. There's really only a few lines on the small boats. So we got the spring line, like I mentioned. We got a stern line. I'll tie that off here. So we got cleat hitch over there. We're going to tie off the tiller. We're going to tie off the bow here in a moment. Once I'm able to grab the bow line, we'll attach that to the bow cleat. And that's that. Let me turn my tracker off.